Hello friends. Very long time ago, humanity discovered three very important things. We have to take care of the air we breathe, we have to take care of the food we eat, and we have to care for water we drink. Three dimensions, three very important themes. And then, through a very quick equation, we may say, without water, no life. That's important. Without water, no life. Without water, no food, no life. And I think it's really important in our modern world to realize that water is not for free. What we eat is not for free. And that we as responsible people, city level, governments, regions, we have a very unique responsibility to take care for these three dimensions. And there is every reason to do that. Our air is polluted, our water is polluted, and our food is polluted to a high degree. We have a very important responsibility to take care for these three dimensions. Let's take the city of Rotterdam. We, together with the national government in the Netherlands, we own the port of Rotterdam, the largest port in the Western Hemisphere. A port mainly built on the river, the Maas, a river that has been polluted for many years. And that was pollution coming from the mines in France. Nowadays it's a clean water, and we're proud that it is within Europe enough regulations that the river, the Maas, is a clean river. But still, it's difficult to maintain the cleanness of this river. And I think it's really important to realize that even in the lowlands, Belgium, the Netherlands, where we used to have a lot of water, that this water is not always available. Even here, we are confronted a couple times a year with droughts. And that's funny. What does that mean if the river de Maas shrinks with 3 meters? Suddenly, all these barges that bring gasoline from the port of Rotterdam, that bring coal from the port of Rotterdam to Germany, will not be able to do its service. A couple of years ago, then suddenly we discovered we must serve North Rhine-Westphalia in Germany by trucks. It has not only a function in terms of surviving, but it has its own economic value. So we have to deal with it. Whatever you live in the world, whether you live in a delta city in Asia or in the Netherlands or in the United States, it's similar. And I think it's really important not to neglect the importance of water management. If we have a shortage of water, we have to deal with it. And if we have plenty of water, we have to deal with it. And it's really important to know that when we invest in these domains related to water, a lot of friends all over the world tell me, yeah, but that's costly. We need money to do that. We need budgets to do that. And yes, it's costly. And yes, international institutions may come in to help finance it, like the World Bank, the IMF, the Asian banks, the African banks, the European banks, indeed. But what I learned the last 12 years in my job as mayor of Rotterdam is that investing in water management is indeed an investment. And that's not only a social cost. The difference between a social cost and investment is you have a return on investment, which is not always visible in dollars. But what about quality of life, quality of a city, quality of your environment, the happiness of your people? Recently, we decided in Rotterdam to invest some 300 million euros in 7 big green areas. That is a major investment, even in the COVID period, the time in which we needed a lot of money to deal with the disaster of COVID. But we thought, if we want to be ready for the near future, to be a strong city, facing the new challenges, then we have to invest indeed in green areas. And I hope that this type of examples will show our friends and other leaders in the world that's indeed a very attractive approach to do. And water is really important. Without water, no food. So keep the water clean. And it's really important that we take care of it. Recently, I was really shocked to see what happened in southern Netherlands, Germany and Belgium, flooding, a lot of damage. In Germany, billions and billions of euros of damage. That is the civilized world where we have cameras to bring that in the picture. But nobody heard about approximately the same time a huge flooding in the Sudan. Thousands of people needed to be evacuated. No roof, no food, and no clean drinking water. So we have to adapt to Mother Nature. We have to organize our water systems in a way that we can survive in times of floodings, but also in times when we have a shortage of water. And yes, indeed, we can never win from Mother Nature. Whatever smart we are, Mother Nature is smarter, is stronger, will always win from human beings. So the only solution is not to try to win from Mother Nature, but to live with Mother Nature, to live with water, and to live with a shortage of water. I hope that the Netherlands will try and continue to give a good example in the world how to construct good and strong dikes and levees to survive, but also how to store water in times that we have a lot of water, and how to engage citizens in planning the city in a way that will make an attractive city, not only by dollars of the government, but also dollars of companies and private citizens. Only a city government will not succeed in changing these big challenges. We need collaboration with our citizens. Yes, it's an investment. Yes, it's a challenge, but we have no choice.